Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a regular, albeit late, a regular plan of me and my Erin Condren vertical neutral for the week of July 12th through the 18th. It is currently July 13th at 11:47 a.m. So, last week was insane and I didn't get my plan with me up until Wednesday, so let's just continue the trend, shall we? Truthfully, honestly, I hope not. I hope that I can get my stuff reorganized this week. I don't see why I shouldn't, but hopefully I can get back on top of things because I don't like living my life this way. It is real life. I just don't like feeling unorganized. So, I am actually going to be using the Introvert kit from Sweet Kawaii Design. I can't quite remember when this kit was released. I feel like it was start of quarantine. I don't know. I can't remember. It might have been even longer than that, but it's the Introvert kit, and she's done a couple versions of it, so I've had it a while. We'll just go with that. I've had it a while. The colors are nice and bright. It's definitely not a kit I would typically use for summer, although I've had it forever, so apparently I don't know when I would use it. And I'm going to be bringing in this black Simply Gilded washi just because I feel like the colors are pretty good matches to the colors in the kit. So, let's go and dive into this. Woo! So I always start off with my headers, and if you guys happen to be new to my channel, Sweet Kawaii Design is pretty much the only shop that I use. I sprinkle in some functional things or some character stickers from other shops, but I primarily use Sweet Kawaii Design stickers, and that is really because I just love the fact, I really like vinyl stickers, and these are vinyl, but I love the fact that I can move things around as needed because it's on a removable vinyl, and I can adjust things super easily. If things change throughout the week, I can either slap a canceled or rescheduled sticker on it, or I can move around my layout entirely. So it makes it easy to pre-plan. Like, I can go ahead and set up my week and generally know that it's gonna be alright no matter how the week ends up because I can move things around. Or, it's really simple to do a plan as I go style too. So, we're doing a hybrid mix this week since it's already Tuesday. I like to set up my week as much as I can, but also if I have a week where I'm like, I literally have no plans, I don't know what I am doing, I am here for the ride of life, I like the more plan as I go style. That's kind of how next week is going to be, honestly, but this week I've had quite a bit of things like set in stone plans. Next week I have a few things that I know set in stone, but other than that, it's going to be a more low-key week, I think, than this one is. And this one's going to have a low-key week at the end. I just have things going on, so there. I am going to go ahead and put down the checklist. I don't think that I want the full list. Do I? I don't think that I do. I've got a lot of other little things going on this week that I think I can trim these. I really think I only want 3, like I did last week. Or this week. The week that we're on. So let me line this up. I am just going to take my X-Acto knife and slice through. And I did it relatively straight, so that's exciting when I can make that happen. So, yeah, I'm going to put these down. What have I been up to? Most recently, we went to Wichita over the weekend. I currently live near Kansas City, but I'm from Wichita, Kansas, and so all of my husband's family is down there. So we went and visited them, and you know what? All in all, it was a pretty good week. Sometimes I dread going down there, not because I don't love seeing everyone. I'm just from a very small family, and I don't like I don't like social interactions, especially when there's a ton of people, and his family is really kind of large. So because a couple days before we left, I got a text from his stepmom, and she wanted to plan like a family barbecue kind of situation. I had a little bit of a panic because, I mean, for several reasons. One, Jensen is still on antibiotics for an ear infection. Two, what was I saying? See, this is why I can't do two things at once, because I just got a text and that distracted me. Two, we're staying at their house, like at his parents' house, so if everyone's going to be there and it's an evening barbecue kind of situation, Jensen's going to sleep. Like, it's a 6 o'clock dinner and we start bedtime at 6:30. And yeah, I would love to say we'll just keep him up and it'll be fine. He'll go to bed a little late, but he doesn't do that. Like, if he needs sleep, he's going to sleep. So I was a little nervous about that, thinking like he's going to be a total asshole because he's going to be so tired and not want to be around anyone, but not be able to sleep because there's so many people in this house, and the guest bedroom is right by the bathroom. But it all worked out really well. He had a very good day. He literally got to see every last one of his cousins in the same day, and I mean, clearly that's never happened. So that was actually really kind of fun. So I got to do that, and I got my hair done, and he played with his cousin Amelia, and they're just what are they? 5 months apart? 6 months apart? 5 months apart? 6 months apart. So they're pretty close in age. So it was really, I didn't get to see them super play and interact together. I got to see the tail end of it, but that was fun. He was able to take a decent nap that afternoon, and then everyone came over that evening, and he did well. Like, he was absolutely terrified at first when everyone showed up all at the same time and it was just a lot of people. But once things kind of calmed down and all the kids went outside to play, he was okay. He definitely was ready for bed. Right after we got him some food, he was asleep, and he fell asleep within 2 minutes, and it was about 7:15 when he fell asleep. And he slept through the entire thing. He did wake up when my husband and I went into the room to go to bed, but it was maybe 15 minutes of me trying to like pat his back, and he was able to fall asleep. And he actually even slept in until 7 o'clock the next morning. I didn't set an alarm because he never sleeps that late. He's always awake. So it kind of startled me when he started crying when he woke up, and I was like, holy hell, what time is it? Like, you know that feeling when you like wake up really panicked and you're like, I'm late for work or late to school or whatever. Like, that's how I felt, and I don't like waking up that way. Like, even if I had nothing to do, which I didn't, just the panicked feeling of like, oh my god, I gotta get him up, I gotta get him his bottle, like he's freaking out because he's like, where the hell am I, kind of thing. So that was a little bit stressful, but it wasn't bad at all. It can sometimes be intimidating to be around that side of the family, and I mean, it's not that there weren't incidences, because there definitely were that kind of upset me, but mostly regarding his birthday coming up. So, but you know what? It is what it is. We are choosing to have Jensen's birthday party on a Sunday, and that was our decision. We gave the majority of the family like about 4 months notice to save the date, and some of them just can't make that happen, and that's fine. Like, it's fine. It's upsetting to me only from the standpoint that my husband and I bent over backwards for so many years to make sure that we were involved, and it just feels like that's not always reciprocated. But I'm kind of at that point now that Jensen has such a good support system outside of family that I am not going to stress myself out to make sure that family members are involved in his life. And I know, I'm sure that there are some people out there who are probably like, that's not the way to do it, but honestly, I'm just kind of burnt out from having to accommodate people for so long. I think I've touched on this a little. Oh God, why those are all crooked. This is one thing that I don't like about when I don't follow the lines of the headers, is that I will make every last one of these crooked. But I think that I have touched on it a little bit. We live 2.5 hours away from family. That's it. It's really not that long of a drive. It's straight highway driving. We go down to like our hometown about every 8 weeks for me to get my hair done. And we see family and everything then. I'm trying to say this just to not hurt people's feelings, but it is what it is. I can count on one hand the amount of times that family have traveled to us to see us since Jensen's been born. And if you take out those immediate visits after he was born, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that because I know I'm going to hurt people's feelings, but it is frustrating. It's very frustrating. When we lived in Wichita, like, we went to everything, and I fully acknowledge that we are the ones that moved away from the family, but also we make the drive every 8 weeks, so I don't know, every now and then, once a year, twice a year, it would be nice if someone came up to visit us, but that's alright. I know that that's all going to come off a little rude, but when family members complain that they don't ever get to see Jensen, they don't ever get to see us, I kind of sit there like, what do you want me to do? Like, I am not going to haul my infant around the state every time you want to visit him when the road actually goes both directions. So it is a little bit of a bummer sometimes living where we live, but it is what it is. I'm trying not to be too spicy about it, but the whole thing with his birthday party is kind of frustrating because it's been brought up to us like from separate people, but people frustrated that we're doing it on a Sunday, that we're doing it Sunday over lunch. We're feeding people, but it's Sunday over lunchtime. That it is the start of the school year, which it is. Sorry I couldn't pick the time that my son decided to be conceived and born, but here we go. I didn't necessarily want a beginning of the school August baby either, but it's like, I can't change that. So, and also that we're not having separate, like an additional birthday party for him down in Wichita so that his Wichita family could just throw him a second birthday party. And I don't feel like that's fair. I don't feel like that's fair to us as a family to ask that of us, but I also don't feel like that's fair to Jensen as he grows up to have to celebrate twice. Now, if he grows up and wants two parties, like he wants and says, I want to have another birthday party down in Wichita, then that's cool. I will 100%, like, let's do it. But while I am still making the decisions for him, like, I don't think we need two separate parties. So anyway, I'm gonna move away from that. That was just kind of my frustrations from this weekend, but actually it was a really good visit. Yeah, no, it was good. I just have social anxiety too, so sometimes being around people isn't always my favorite, but my husband and I were talking about it, and we both actually had a pretty good time, so it was fun. But we came home, and like I said, this week's a little bit on the crazier side. I am finishing up my work summer contracted hours, and you know, my contract is for 20 hours this summer, and that doesn't sound like a lot. Like, it's really just for summer evaluations. It's really not that extensive either. But when you have to drive 30 minutes to get to the school building that they're happening in, the time adds up. Like, I had to drive into work or into that building yesterday for a meeting, and then come home, and then I'd spent probably 2 hours, if not more, on a report last night, and then I had to get up this morning and drive again for a meeting to come back home, and then I have one more work report to write, and then I have a meeting tomorrow afternoon. Luckily, that one's going to be just online, so I don't have to drive or anything. But those, like, 30-minute drives there, 30 minutes back add up. Like, it takes such a big chunk of my day away. So I think that's what's made it a little bit more hectic this week than it would normally be. And it's happening at a building that I service. So I mean, I'm in that building all the time. I'm so thankful that it is in a building that is close to me. But it still doesn't make, like, the timing of my day any better, if that makes sense. But oh well. On a side note, as I was getting ready to come home, I saw that Tasha's working on some back to school kits, and, like, I'm excited, not excited. I'm excited for the school year this year because as much as, like, normal as we can feel, I feel like things will feel more normal this year than they did last year. And honestly, I live in an area where our schools were in session all year last year, and even we had, like, one district go hybrid for a little bit, and that was it. All my other ones were able to maintain staying in person the full school year. So that was nice, but there were still things, you know, that just weren't normal feeling. So I'm excited for this year, and the fact that I'm not having a baby at the start of the school year. That really set me up to have a really hard time transitioning into motherhood, missing the first quarter of the school year, and just trying to have a life. It was difficult. That took me a long time to recover from, more mentally than anything. So in that regards, I am excited. But she's like, what else do you guys want to see for back to school stuff? And I'm like, I need, like, a grumpy teacher kit. Like, my summer is not long enough. I want more time. But I don't know. It's always so exciting. Back to school is always exciting. All right. I have 2 of these colors. Sorry, I had to pause to yawn. I don't want to do pink, I don't think, because it'll be pink right back to back, so I am going to choose one of the orange ones. And I think I'll do Frank on the couch. Yeah, do Frank on the couch as, like, my quote box to go up here in the corner. Is that where I want it? No. Where do I want to put this? I want it lined up with this. But I can't really... Maybe I will have to put it all the way up here just to make sure that I'm going straight. That'll do. Let's get my sidebar done really fast. So I am currently reading still, it's called Home Sweet Murder. It is by James Patterson, and it is actually 2 true stories. He just did like a rewriting of them. I blew through the first half of the book in a day, and then I haven't read much at all since then. I do want to sit down this afternoon and do a little bit of reading while I work on doing my nails, because I don't know if you, I don't know how you didn't notice, they're still 4th of July. So I want to do that while I read, but I do also need to get my work report done. So, you know, let's do, I'm thinking that I might be able to finish that this week though, and then I'll start a new book, but I guess for the sake of my planner, this is what we're working with right at this moment. Let's do one of these. I'm kind of thinking, oh, my sticker is scratched. Scratched it somehow. The orange is kind of like the best match. That green kind of matches that green pretty well in the kit, so we'll do that. We're just going to put this over here, and then I will just write in currently reading, and then the book that I'm reading. I will be hopefully moving over to this, I think it's called Summer of '69 by, oh gosh, I'm going to butcher the name, Ellen Hildebrand or something along those lines. That is for the July group read for the Books and Planners Book Club group. It's a pretty thick book, so I need to get started on it so that I can finish it before the month's end. I track my steps here, so I need to get, oh gosh, I'm throwing things, steps sticker out, and I'm just going to use this one from Sweet Kawaii Design. And then down here, I'm going to be tracking the same habits that I did last week, so, or I guess currently this week. My reading, so I do a smaller reading icon up there. Kind of dig in the little unicorn this week, Peggy. Let's get Peggy in there. And then I do want to work on posting to Instagram. I think I touched on this last week. So I'm not doing better, and that's mostly because I'm just not caught up. So I don't want to post things that happened like a week ago. I want to stay current with my stuff. So once I can get to a place that I'm current, I think it'll be easier for me to take pictures ahead of time and post things as the week goes on. And then memory planning, which I am caught up on that. So hopefully now it should be easy to maintain being caught up. It just took me a little bit to get caught up on that. So I'll pull out a memory planner sticker or a planning sticker that I've been using. I like putting it on this side though. So I might shift those around. That's what I did last week. I like staggering effects. I don't know if you guys have noticed that with me. I love the aesthetic of it though when people do line things up systematically. I just, for like myself and my brain, I don't function that way. I want like symmetrical asymmetry, I guess, like is the best way to put it. Like there's a pattern and there's a reason to what I'm doing and where I'm laying stickers down. It bothers me that my reading Kawaii girl is kind of like faced towards the left, and I put her on the left. I would want her facing in, but I don't have any going that direction, so we're gonna have to leave it. Let's go on to doing bath night stickers. I think I'm gonna go back to doing the smaller ones this week. So doing a header and then layering the regular size, no, itty bitty size bathtub over it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let's talk about yesterday. Yesterday was a good evening. When I dropped Jensen off at daycare, it was a little frustrating. But I don't want to talk about that because it's just kind of like a bummer of a thing. Essentially, he's looking at having his third teacher of the summer and his fourth teacher since April, right? Like, he started in his new classroom, I think it was April, around April. She left at the end of May. He got a new teacher, then she quit, and he got a new teacher, and she doesn't want to be in his classroom anymore. So, she said that he's going to have a new teacher again. So, I don't know. I'm a little frustrated. Like, I don't want him to keep having new teacher after new teacher after new teacher, but I also understand, like, he's in a daycare and that happens. So, just hard to work on communication and feeling like they know what's best for my child if they don't even actually know him all that well. But anyway, so bathtubs are in there. I picked him up yesterday and we went to swim. And I was a little nervous just because yesterday morning he woke up really kind of grumpy, and he was a little fussy in the car, not terrible or anything. Sometimes it makes me, like, I gauge how his car experience is, and it generally lines up with how well he does for swim. So he's a little fussy, but this kid crushed swim class last night. He was so happy. At the beginning when we started swim class back in April, it just kind of looked like he was content being in the pool. Not that he didn't enjoy it or did not enjoy it, but he just kind of seemed content and, like, stoic, like he just was there. And then he started getting agitated and so grumpy while being in the pool, and then we started shifting towards actually showing interest in it and having fun. And then last week, not last week, maybe it was the week before that, it was the most amazing class ever. He did so well, and last week it was like a kind of week. And then last night he did so good. Like, he was just grinning and he was splashing and he was doing so well. And then one of the kids in his class spit up in the pool, and then they had to clear the whole pool. So that was a bummer because he didn't get a full session. And the one thing, okay, I'm going to tell this quick story and then I'll get back to planning. I really can't do two things at once. So the one thing he's really not good at, like, he's advanced skills in so many different areas, but he does not like being on his back. He's never liked being on his back, even as a baby. Like, he doesn't like being on his back. So back floats, not a thing he likes to do. But a couple weeks ago he did tolerate it and didn't cry the whole time. So we were interested to see how he was going to do the back float last night, and then that's the part we didn't get to. It's like right before that. So we'll see. Next week I have to go to swim class with him, and he is a little bit attached to me right now. If I walk out of a room, he screams his head off. If he is content playing with someone else and he sees me walk by, he screams his head off. He's very much in a mama attachment phase right now, which is bittersweet. So let's see. I have a bill due the 13th and the 17th, I think. I mean, I can use George stickers. George is in this kit. But I think I'm going to use Poe stickers to keep it looking a little more neutral. So the 13th. That'll do. And the 17th. Which helps covers up a couple of those lines on the bottom. And then, let's see, I think we can just go day by day at this point. Yesterday is a retroactive planning. So, oh no, I want to do my workouts. I'm going to forget this every time, guys. Let me get my workout stuff. It is the same kind of layout design that I've been doing with the quarter box and the typography and stuff. So, last night before swim class though, we have been looking for 18-month pajamas for Jensen. He is growing out of the 12-month size and we need 18-month. I want used clothes because I don't like spending money on new clothes. Every now and then I'll buy him a new outfit, but honestly I like the price of used clothes and they're like perfect condition. So I have had a little bit of a difficulty finding him some used pajamas that aren't fleece. I don't really like fleece. That's like a personal thing for me. It's kind of icky. So we've been trying to find him some. I did find like a set on Facebook Marketplace. They're 2-piece cotton pajamas. They're long sleeve, long pants, which is okay, but we like to have a variety of like 2-piece outfits and also like 1-piece zip outfits because Jensen's room, the temperature is variable. All the time it is feeling ever changing, so we just kind of go with our gut when we put him down for bed, how it kind of feels in his room, and put him in something accordingly. So anyway, we went to the children's resale shop. I have not had much luck finding 18-month pajamas there, but last night I was able to score 2 footy pajamas with zip up that are cotton. Got those, and then also I was able to pick up a toy for his birthday that I've had on his list and is something that I really wanted for him to have. And well, I'll show you guys a picture of it. Not the actual toy because it's downstairs in the kitchen, but this is what it is. It's like a bounce. You like sit and bounce and then also like spins around. So yeah, $51.99 on Target. And I got it for $4.99. It works completely. It's actually extremely clean. I asked, I was like, what's the price on this? And she's like, well, it says $4.99. And I'm like, yeah, but that's really, really low. I mean, like, you guys are a good resale shop. But I feel like this is wrong. And she's like, nope. And I'm like, is there anything wrong with it? And she's like, we check all of our stuff, so there's nothing wrong with it. I'm like, okay. Like, I asked you, I double checked. So if you say there's nothing wrong with it and that's the price, then we're gonna go with that. So yeah, I got it for $4.99 and it works perfectly fine. Definitely a birthday present though. Jensen's not tall enough. I did put him on it last night because I just wanted to see. He's not tall enough yet for it. He will be soon. He can get his little toes on the ground, but not quite enough to do anything else. So it was cute though. So we got that. I think my husband was a little pissed at me though because every time we go in that store I come out with something we don't need. And he's like, what is that? Because he met us at Swim. And I'm like, but hear me out. It was $4.99. So we get it home and he's looking at it and he goes, actually, okay, like that was a steal. And I'm like, yes, it was. Thank you. So he was okay with it. I would hate for someone to spend, like we made him an Amazon wishlist for his birthday. I'd hate for someone to spend freaking $52 on something I could buy for $5. Like, I don't care if it's been used by another child. I can disinfect, I can clean. Like, as long as it still works, it can have a few scuffs here and there. Jensen's not gonna give a crap. I don't either. So I am very much, if I can save money and him still have something that is pretty much brand new condition, I'm gonna do it that way. So I try and get a deal on everything, anything and everything. I'm constantly checking prices and seeing where I could use coupons and things like that because kid stuff's expensive. Anyway, let's move on. Going on to Monday now. So I put a water the plants sticker on Monday and Thursday, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. We'll see which stickers I would like to use today. I gotta find them in my book. I think we're just gonna use, actually, let's just use up some of these, you know? Let's just use them. They kind of match the color in the kit, so. These aren't my favorite watering the plant stickers, only because sometimes that pastel really doesn't go with any of the colors in the kit. It's not that the design's not cute or anything like that, it just, sometimes the colors don't match up. So I I like the colorings of the kit and then using kind of more neutrally, or yeah, I guess more like kit unspecific color tones. I don't know. Sometimes I'm weird. And then other days I don't care, so I don't know. Anyway, going on to yesterday, I had work, so I kind of want to put that in somehow. I had work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I think I'm going to go ahead and use, unfortunately, like I want to use my half boxes for that because it's pretty consistent. But maybe what I do is I just put an icon and write it in and then utilize that space, but keep it all in the same spot. So maybe that's what I want to do. Let's go ahead. Let's do an icon then. Let's find... I'm going to have to pick a different icon. I've been using the George with the pencil, but I only have 2 left. I have more than 2 left, but I'd have to go dig them out. So I could use the little Franks with the glasses, or the Pixie. I think I'll use Frank with the glasses though. So I need 3 of those. I am going to put them all right here. And yesterday's and today's were first thing in the morning, but tomorrow's actually in the afternoon. I'm just going to put them all here so that it is nice and even and pretty and consistent for the sake of that. And then I guess I'll go in and put my stuff in for yesterday. So I'm going to use this full box. It says, "Sorry, I can't. My pets need me." It's kind of how I felt yesterday. I didn't really want to leave the house. And then we went to swim. So I do want to mark that in. And then I did, well, I spent the rest of the night writing a work report. But I don't want to put that in there, I don't think. I want to write in, that is kind of what I spent my night doing. Okay, that's what I'm going to put in. I'll put a sticker, because that's when I worked on my work reports, I guess. So let's put in a swim sticker. I think I have used up my large size swim stickers. So I do have this one. Layer it like that. I say out of my stickers just because this is my sticker book that I use. I just need to go and restock my larger size of these. I just need to do that. That's just something I need to do. So I'll write that in and then working. Let me pull in an icon for working. Do a little one. It's not even that the work was even that bad at all. I'll just write in something there. And so see, this bothers me. I'll just explain myself. Having these 2 icons right there side by side bothers me. But if I move this one over, it kind of feels like this is super cluttered. Same as this. Like if I move this over, then these are back to back, and then that bothers me. So the only way I could even kind of semi is if I moved the unicorn over here and then adjusted that, which I definitely could do. I'll just kind of show you guys that, and I'll just do that. So if I move Peggy over here, do her like that, and then I move Petunia, the hippo, over here. Then you've got more of a staggered look with the icon stickers. So I'll just leave it like that. Get all of that written in, and then that was bothering me just a touch. Today is Tuesday, and we have $2 Tuesday. I don't think that there is Freebie Friday this week because I believe it is Christmas in July. And so there is going to be, I'm assuming, some sort of Christmas themed freebie with orders, if that's how I remember it being in the past. So I don't think it's freebie Friday. It'll be a Christmas in July. So I'm actually going to see if I have a small, I do have a small Christmas icon that I can put in there instead of freebie Friday, and I can just write in Christmas in July. So I have these random ones. I have some of those. Got some candle stickers. I've got other winter stickers. I'm looking for like a small one. I could just do like a little snowflake. These just are so bright, but you know, Christmas is kind of bright color sometimes. I could do a little snow globe. Maybe this little snow globe. Oh, actually that's pretty perfect for that day, like the colors on Friday. There's a fuzz. I'm gonna put that there for Christmas in July sale. Going back to today, it is also a trash day. Not trash day, but it's the day we put our trash out. So I want to grab that icon as well so I can make sure we get the trash out, although we rarely forget. Sometimes my husband will text me and let me know that he forgot, but I always double check. Ooh, Wednesday when I take Jensen to daycare. So today I went to Zeb's. Actually, I went to Starbucks yesterday before work, and then today I went to Zeb's before work. So I thought about marking that in, but I have other things going on today that I think are going to be a little bit more pressing. So we are going to my dad's tonight for dinner like usual. So I have that I can mark in. I'll probably just leave a space for that because I need other options too. Drew took my car today so he could take it into the shop. And then I will put down the full box. Actually, I really could put... Yeah, actually that'll work pretty well. We are going to have the tiniest sliver of space to write in dinner at my dad's. And that's going to be okay. Because it's like the same thing every week. So I'm going to write in here that we had to exchange cars. So I'm going to pull in a car icon. I am currently having a lot of anxiety centered around the whole dealership and getting my oil changed. More going into that dealership. It's been a thing. So Drew took my car today so that I didn't have to worry about it, which was extremely nice of him. It just meant that we had to switch cars. So then I'm going to put in a teensy utensil sticker here. I used to not be bothered by going to the dealership to get my car done, and then the last several times I've had to wait an excessive amount of time to get my car back, and I'm talking like 3 to 5 hours excessive. So it kind of triggers me because I don't feel like it should take that long for an oil change. We don't live anywhere close to that dealership to be able to do like a shuttle or a service car or anything like that. And they know that. Like, every time I have to tell them that because they're like, we offer this service. I'm like, I don't live near you guys. You guys don't, that's not going to work. So, I don't know, it's been a little frustrating. I wish it's been in there a lot lately. Yeah, I'll just write in dinner at Dad's right there. That'll work perfectly. So tomorrow I have that work meeting. That's it. And it's an afternoon, so I actually have like pretty much my entire day to do nothing. So that's actually kind of nice. I am excited. I don't have plans and I'm not making plans. I'm gonna do the nothing. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put the full box up there. I know that this mimics Monday, but I'm okay with it. Just because we've already set the precedent of like this being the same, so I'll just lay out the same kind of pattern on Monday. I mean, if we want to get real adventurous, we could just switch this up, and maybe that's what I'll do because it looks different, but it's really not. So that's that. Yeah, no, nothing else. So I'm going to leave this open. I'm not going to put any icons. I don't know what I want to put in there, so I'm just not going to. Let's move on to Thursday. That is the day that I plan on cleaning the house. Drew, my husband, is going to be... Oh no, I forgot something for today. It's very important. I have to switch my trays out. I think I can take one of these and cut the bottoms off. I'm going on to tray number 3 this evening. Anywho, he is going to Texas all next week for work, so I'm going to be living that solo parent lifestyle. I'm a little nervous. Sometimes I like having Drew there in the evenings. I mean, I always like having him there in the evenings. He's my husband, and I love him. But that way I can have some help with Jensen, and like he does a lot more of the bath so that I can do Jensen's laundry, and we kind of tag team it that way. So with him not being here, I'm a little nervous. I'll just put this up here. I might put in like number 3 or something. That's actually pretty cute. I'm a little nervous that I'm gonna get like overwhelmed at times. And I know people parent by themselves a lot in other circumstances. It's just not my norm. I'm used to having someone there to help. So I'm a little nervous, but we're gonna make it through the week okay. So that being said, I want to clean the house on Thursday so that I have all day to clean, tidy up everything, kind of go at a slower pace, kind of have some fun with it, as much fun as you can have with cleaning. And I don't know, just so have a nice house for the next week once my husband's gone, and I don't have to be so panicky about how ugly the house is. So I'm going to move this full box all the way at the bottom of the day, simply to cover up those lines and the fact that it just works. So I don't have a full box at the end of the day, like at the very bottom of the day at all. The only other option I could do is on Sunday, and I probably will, maybe. But, yeah, so that's the day I plan on cleaning a lot. I'm not going to do too much. I will probably put this sticker in just because it's kind of perfect. It's a beautiful day to stay home, and that's going to be me. Stay home. I'm going to clean. Jensen's going to go to daycare. You know, best laid plans though, right? Because like I'm sure this will be the day. This will be the day Jensen gets so sick at daycare, or daycare doesn't have power, or something's going to happen and I'm not going to be able to clean the house. And because it's happened so often. I will actually probably film my plan with me that day also. That's going to be my goal. Film, and yeah. So do I want to do that? Like I can put 2 little things? Maybe I want to do it like that. I want to film and clean. That's what I want to do. I think that'll be okay. Friday, it is payday. It is actually both of our paydays. So that is a nice bonus. And I think my husband's going to take that day off. I'm very excited. I really hope that that works out. I'm trying not to get too excited about it because I feel like our whole summer has been plans that don't actually happen, and us just being constantly like disappointed or frustrated with things. But I'm really hoping that he is able to take the day off on Friday so that we're going to take Jensen to daycare. And then we're going to have a day to ourselves. And we're going to go have a date day. And I'm just very excited to have that. Again, the last time we tried to have that, Jensen got sick. So we'll see. that's my goal though. I want to have a day with him before he goes and is gone for a week. So I did realize that I have this week sticker, and if I'm using a kit that has this, I like putting it right there for my habits. Alright, going back to Friday. We don't have any plans other than trying to have a day off. So I don't want to put anything in here. Like, I don't even want to write in there that it's Drew's day off or anything like that, because I don't want to jinx it. I really just don't. And I don't know what we're going to do. But whatever we do end up doing that day, that's what I want to write in there. So I'm thinking that I could maybe do a little space. That would be like enough room for an icon, and do some writing, and then I could put this box here. Actually, let me flip those. Just because these are both typography full boxes. So leave a little bit of space. Do that full box. Put in a half box, and then I have space underneath. So I guess I need like three spots to do things on Friday, and I think that that'll be plenty. So Saturday, I already have my bill due. We have Jensen's Cake Smash picture day, and I'm so excited. I'm trying not to stress out that much because there's never been a time that we've done pictures, and he's gone for newborn. We did some at 3 months. He did the ones at daycare at 6 months. We had 9 months. And he's done well every time. So every time that I feel like I'm getting nervous for it, I need to remind myself not to, because Jensen's just a freaking rock star and kills it every time. So I need to remind myself of that. And you know what? Even if he doesn't, he's going to look really cute being photographed as he's screaming his head off. I don't know why, but crying babies always photograph really cutely. So there's that if it's a total disaster. But I want to put that at the very end of the day. We're doing it in the evening. That's the only part that makes me nervous, is that it starts at 5 o'clock. And I am a little nervous because that is 5:30 to like 5:45 is when we do dinner. And so I'm going to give him a large snack beforehand, and then we'll do a large snack, right? Well, actually he's going to be eating cake, so he may not even eat a large snack. I think I'm going to use this little camera sticker from Mixie Cat Stuff for his little photo session. Fingers crossed, the outfit that he is wearing is supposed to show up tomorrow. That has been a little bit of a debacle back and forth. I ordered it over a month ago, and it said 3 weeks shipping when I ordered it. And then Etsy, I kept checking it, and it said would ship by July 8th. July 8th came and went. I got a little nervous. I messaged the person and was like, hey, I need this. And she goes, I'm not going to have it done by that date. And I'm like, it's been a month. It's been over a month. And she's like, yeah, well, I'm really busy, and you can order, you can have the option to pay extra money to have your order done faster. So I think people are having to do that, and she's taking advantage of it, and it is really kind of sketchy, and I'm not really happy with the way that it's happening. So I can't say that I would recommend the shop that we're buying it from, but fingers crossed it's gonna be here tomorrow, because I had to pay extra for it to come on time, which is so frustrating. But it's whatever. It's gonna get here. It's hopefully gonna look freaking adorable, and we'll be able to move on with our day and our life. So we're hopeful, right? I think Sunday, so Sunday is when my husband leaves. I'm a little sad. I'm not taking him to the airport. We used to just take each other to the airport, but now that we have Jensen, you can't get a kid out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever, inconvenient times to go drop people and take them to the airport and everything. So I'll do a quarter box. I don't know what's going down in that quarter box, but we'll put something down here. So we're having to utilize the paid parking kind of situation, and that's fine. Let me put that full box all the way at the top of the day. My husband's not leaving until afternoon-ish, so we've got the morning to spend together. I know he'll want that. I know he's gonna miss us, so, well, I hope he misses us. This kind of gives me a lot of different spaces. Setting it up this way gives me, you know, 4 different things that I can write in for the day on Sunday. We don't have anything planned, so I don't really know, but sometimes when I have that, when I have a lot of options of things in the actual day, some of the things in my to-do list, like I'll put cleaning things or I'll do laundry up there, I can always put laundry in here. Like folding laundry takes a lot of time. Folding it, putting it away does take up a chunk of my time, so sometimes it works to put it in there. I'm going to zoom you guys out. I feel like I've done a lot of talking. I feel like I've talked really fast this time. Let me catch my breath. Let me show you guys what I have left. So just the icons that I typically use in throughout the week. Let me pull in the last page. Got things everywhere. So this is what I have left. I have checklists, which are cut perfectly, so I could do mini checklists and a random spread later on in my life. And then I have some of these icons. I don't know why. I've not been the biggest fan of using this in my kit, like in my weekly spread, but using it in like my monthly overview, I'm all down for. I've got my little planner, which is probably what I'll put down here, just to set up next week. Is kind of like the last thing I do of the day once Jensen goes to bed. I've got my cleaning, which I will likely put down here when I clean, and then I've got my groceries. I will need to go grocery shopping at some point this week, and then I have this little pencil. I don't know what I'll use that for. Some of these are just really nice to have. I hope nothing gets canceled this week. Like, I'll be really upset, actually. I know it's an introvert kit, but like, if we don't have this day off together, it's gonna make me sad. So there's that. This sticker I won't be using in this kit, but that doesn't mean that I can't piece it together with these checklists at some point to use kind of like a Frankenplan spread. And then I've got all of these icons as well, and yeah. Page 4 I used up completely, and then page 5 all I have left are the dates that I don't keep, so I toss those. So yeah, that is it, guys. So I want to share everybody's PR freebie one more time because we are halfway through July. At the end of July, these cute little popsicle freebies do retire, and then they are no longer. So this is my current freebie from Sweet Kawaii Design, and I just love it so much. I just love it. Here is Star Shells. I love this sticker. It's so cute. And the Mom Fuel, I need that also. Here is Joanne's, and I love Simon putting on sunscreen. Here is Jennifer's All the Good Outside type of things, and planner sticker. Does this one come in a full like sheet of them? I don't know, but I need it. I definitely need it. This is Natalie's. You guys know I love this one. Here is Sierra's. Still super in love with the picnic. I love that sticker so much. And then here is Gwen's. So that is everyone's. If you guys have had a chance to pick up all of those freebies, and they look adorable all spread out, yeah, make sure you guys comment and let us know, because we really love seeing the PR bingos, especially when you guys post them in the group. So they make us all super happy. So that is it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this really chatty plan with me. I do anticipate that I'll be able to film a plan with me this week for the following week when I don't really have plans, because I'll be solo parenting it up in here. So that is it. I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.